Hello, everybody.
And so that's
Welcome
how I
back.
met your mother.
And term is broken just immediately from the get-go.
Aww.
You met my mother?
And I was so prepared and everything.
I know, right? I know. Anyways, I might have a solution. Give me 1 second.
It's okay. This is Karok's Mike Wazowski episode.
Did it work?
PT, it's because Isaac didn't have a camera last time, isn't it?
No, I worked around that problem. It's okay. I'll just fix it.
Oh, okay.
It's because there's like that little thing that pops up sometimes when you do a video call on the right side that fucks up all the screen sizes.
Oh.
Yeah.
What?
Thing on the...
Don't worry about it. I'll show
I don't
you.
know what that is either.
I'll show you later. Look, Karok is whole again.
Hello, it's me.
Now you can use him for our all-new favorite game, Karok Paper Scissors.
Yay!
Honestly, I prefer the just rock, which is half of Karok.
Anyways, everybody, it wouldn't be the Disaster Tour without some technical difficulties. Welcome back to Bits, Crits, and Halfwits, the wonderful campaign journeying through Sylvanaria. Yeah. Welcome to all of our wonderful players. Term, what is our question of the day?
Our question for the day is, does your character like when people help them, or do they feel better off doing things alone?
Alright, first we have Lulin Boldspeaker, the Minotaur Druidin from Olfast, played by...
Hi, it's me, Brambo, and my car is fucking dead. I think Lulu likes the help, but I also think he enjoys being the helper more.
Alright, then we have Elliot Burning Oak, the half-elf Blizzard from Israel, played by...
It's me, Isaac, and I'm on a new computer. Hi, chat. And I think Elliot prefers to help.
Alright. Then we have Newson Worldwalker, the Minotaur Sorbarian, played by...
It's me, the Sky Team. Do any of us prefer to get helped? I think we're all emo bitches who don't accept help 9 times out of 10.
I agree.
Well, I wasn't gonna say it.
We're all like, no, I'll solve my problems on my own.
Violently to help. Trying to help me? What, you think I'm all... Never mind.
Wait, you have a little baby? Yeah, the most dangerous thing in this campaign. Babies.
Anyways, while you log into Foundry, go ahead. I mean, Karok, do you also like to help over being helped?
Hello, it's Terminian Link VT,
Yep.
and while strength in numbers is ideal, I only accept help when there's no strings attached. Now,
we know what version Karok answered fucking that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Alright,
so true.
while you get into Foundry, go ahead and toss me your NPC picks to answer that question.
Astra Leone.
Oh, loves to be helped.
Interesting.
Have you found your interactions with him particularly helpful?
I think that his persona would like to be thought of as helpful.
But it's what he
I wasn't sure how much
likes.
cognitive dissonance was going on there.
A shitload.
Mm-hmm.
Who we got next?
You know, this one's gonna be a weird one, but whatever the heck, like, sentience is going on within the world trees.
Wants to help so badly.
Treesus.
We love
Jesus
Croesus.
Christ.
Holy cow!
Hit me with the Vosh Brennan. Give me the lad at the band.
Oh, Brennan's a helper through and through.
He's never gonna help us again after we left him in the bowels of Stipvale.
Yeah.
He'll find his way out. We won't help him out, but he'll find his way out.
He's capable.
All right, Elliot, who do you want to know about?
I want to know about the leader of the dwarves in Dwaros.
Well, that is an NPC. Likes to be helped.
Great. I'm taking note. When we find him, fucking helping that guy.
Guess where these characters are never going. I gotta leave some spice for campaign 2.
Yeah.
Nope. Got to get there.
You're teleporting immediately.
Now we're going to Apud. We're walking to Koboldia. We're going to make the trek through the Arctic Circle.
Oh.
Not going to stop at the center world tree. Don't worry. We're going to go right through the woods. Whatever that swampy, terrible little peninsula is probably called.
Yeah, unnamed.
I assume Florg. And then right off to...
Floored.
Yep.
It is
That's
now.
That's what it is. You have to pronounce it with that level of
Floored
in your voice. Floored.
The local language is very guttural.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's Dwarvish.
Very guttural language. You have to be like half a pint, drinking a pint as you say it.
So how are we getting across the ocean?
Walk.
Since we're walking across the ocean too.
Yeah.
We can do it.
I can do it.
We haven't ridden anything else.
Do you know how many like improvised boats we've made as a party? We're up to like 5. I think we're good.
It concerns me so deeply that every time Isaac makes a noise, it looks like he's shaking with excitement.
There's some settings.
No,
I don't know what those settings are.
Just leave it. It's very neurotic
He's
wizard, and I love it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, where we ended off, Roran had just.
Guys, you want to see something? It's me.
Where we ended off, Roran had just turned to salt in your parlor.
What a salty boy.
What are you doing?
I believe we ended off with everybody going to their rooms.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we went for. I went to cry.
Sad disposition.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we did have a nice ending to the last one, didn't we?
Nice is a weird word to use.
Tranquil. Maybe
That's
not nice.
That's better.
Anyways,
That's better.
you know, all good trauma must continue. So the next morning, who's waking up first?
Not I.
Not I.
Everybody roll me Constitution saves.
Oh.
It doesn't matter who wakes up first. Elliot's not there.
What?
That is
Elliot went down to the college.
That is totally true. I mean, do you want to do that while everyone sleeps then?
Well, he went down, found some incense, and revived, Jeffries.
Oh, yes. All right, we will go to the next morning then.
Boring ass.
Yo, what you trying to say? Oh, wait, that I'm boring. Yeah, no, I got that.
And you're an ass.
You're right. Oh.
Roll me a con.
I have one doesn't mean I am
It's
one.
really more that your ass is boring, you know?
Well,
Wow, that
not
was a
everyone can have an
horrible con
interesting
save for me.
ass.
Right, Elliot, roll me a
Sorry.
con save.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
I'd rather you just tell me I didn't have a good ass rather than saying I have a boring ass.
I feel like a boring ass is better than a bad ass. Oh, wait. Oh, no.
All right, Newson, you are in fact waking up first.
Damn it.
Didn't have a good night's sleep, I guess.
She's like all nasty, bleary-eyed, trudging down the stairs in the morning, shocked to be the first one awake. You know what? She's gonna make a valiant effort to make coffee, and it's gonna go bad.
Roll performance while Elliot, you wake up in your den.
I didn't. Wait, did I go back?
Did you go back? Where do you wake up this morning?
Man's waking up outside his uncle's office. which is, I can only assume, half collapsed.
Oh, never mind.
No.
I'm doing a good job at coffee.
Only a single tower got collapsed. Your uncle's office was at the museum.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, the museum is leveled.
Leveled is a strong
Right?
word. There was a light, large fire.
All right. Well,
A minor
he's
explosion.
if his office is habitable, he would have
Yes, you
like
could
fallen asleep in
You
there.
could sleep in his office. It looks like in the year you were gone, they got some good repairs done. All
You know,
right.
that's true.
And then the next one to wake up is Karak. You wake up to the smell of coffee.
That's new. And Croc's just gonna head downstairs, sort of see what's going on.
Newson is like half asleep, I think, still, with like both hands on this steaming cup of coffee. There's a kettle, carafe. I don't know what you make coffee in the ye olden days.
Fucking pot.
Well, but you don't have like a coffee pot in the modern sense.
No,
it's
I'm
just
thinking
like,
a literal
it's a
pot
stew
of boiling
pot.
water with
She
coffee
literally
grounds in it.
stewed the beans.
Yeah,
You're making cowboy
style.
coffee.
Yeah, camping style coffee.
Yeah. There is a stew pot of coffee on the stove.
All right.
Well,
Karak, as you enter the kitchen, what do you do?
well, I didn't expect you to be the first one up.
Me neither, to be frank. Usually it's Lulen, but there's coffee.
Mm-hmm. Now I have to wonder: does this version of Karak know what coffee even is?
Coffee is timeless.
1,000 years is a. Coffee has been here since the beginning. It's
Coffee
actually
is
the
timeless.
original. It's the original perpetual.
Mm-hmm.
The god of caffeine addiction.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll be honest, I didn't expect to be up this early either. I guess it's just some old habits.
Yeah, you're not gonna respect the other half of you's desire to see the sunrise every day?
I showed them the sunset last night. They seemed okay with the compromise. They don't want to impose too much on my time out here. I do appreciate that. It's not often that you have someone respect your wishes, I guess, and respect your time.
I didn't know looking at a sunset was such a burden, but alright, you know.
No, looking at the sunrises, getting up that early is, especially after only just now getting to actually use this body, is not the easiest.
Well, I mean, technically, didn't you have it for like a long time before the other guy?
I did. But to be fair, he didn't exist then.
Mm-hmm.
Or it's always strange wording it that way. Ugh.
Not as he is now, at least.
That seems a better way to put it.
Mm-hmm.
Lulin, at this point, you are yawning yourself awake upstairs.
Probably once Lula starts getting to the stairs, you just hear heavy footsteps.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a truck going through.
Oh, welcome to the world.
One of your big copper soup pots is stewing coffee.
Good morning, Croc. Good morning, Newsen.
Morning.
Shoves them both out of the way and sticks his head in the coffee pot.
Cole pulls out like a comedically large straw.
It's curly too.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a silly straw.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Newsen, we do have pots for coffee.
That is a pot.
But
They're not wrong. It
you know
is a
what?
pot.
You know what? It smells great. It smells lovely. Thank you.
Cool. Yeah, no problem.
Mhm.
I mean, I just knew, you brew coffee in a pot, so I grabbed a pot and I brewed the coffee.
You know
It's
what?
better than my last attempt, to be fair. Pretty sure the
Well,
last
it's
time I
better
did
than-
it was very burned.
Well, it's better than Elliot's last attempt.
Oh.
That one was burned.
That means I still have to try at some point. I need to see where I stack up compared to everyone else.
Loon's gonna point to like a cookbook. Third one in on the shelf above the I don't know, ye olden days sink.
Basin.
Basin, yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Wash basin.
Wash basin.
Wash basin.
Yeah, he's just
Brock-
gonna point. There's
Brock's
2
gonna
cookbooks. Coffee's in the third one.
Brock's gonna head over there and start looking because it's something to do. I miss pages.
You see a lot of like it's like brewed drinks and teas and coffees and such. That's kind of like the category of the book. So you like gotta flip through like all the coffees, all the teas.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very empty book. But
Somehow there's
you know.
no like generic coffee.
yeah.
They're all very specific.
They're all fancy drip coffees and shit.
Starbucks
Mhm.
orders.
Oh yeah. Oh yes. Can I get a venti O Hans Arabica decaf?
Legato and Ristretto.
Can I
Yep.
Ugh, nothing big today.
Make
Can
sure
I
they
ju-
don't misspell my name on it.
Can I just get his Rayakana?
Oh, that's good.
All right, Elliot. What are
Anyone
you
seen
doing
Elliot?
down? What are you doing? As the conversation turns to Elliot, what are you doing down at the museum?
He is going to go explore. He's going to the museum, an area of the museum that he's never really frequented, never found interesting. The small area that studies the dwarves.
What is your fascination with dwarves
Specifically-
today?
He's looking for sort of any artifacts that helped them dig.
Oh.
Now he understands.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking psycho.
Pieces all click together.
Mm.
Roll
Form a
history
beautiful mosaic.
at advantage.
Okay. Skills. History. Not bad. Especially given it's only a +4.
Oh, also, it's a new day, so you might want to get your divination stuff.
It's a new day! It's a new dawn!
Oh, well.
Not bad. Carry on.
Yeah.
Good for helping allies, terrible for stopping enemies.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
That's what Silvery Barbs is for.
Yeah.
They're also they're terrible for fuck you moments. So
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I can't. There will be no fuck you moments today, PT. You're welcome. Carry on.
That's fine. You're not the only one who can silvery barbs. As you're looking over this like old dwarven exhibit, it is very clearly elven. There's a lot of talk of their primitive tool sets, but most of this talking about the dwarves seems to be talking about their tools as if they no longer have them. It still talks about Daros and the city itself as a whole, but it talks about, it's mostly centered around artifacts found after the Great Cataclysm, when the volcanoes that made up the island Daros was on erupted, and how the dwarves lost a lot more of their sophisticated and kind of ancient familial technology in the ensuing collapse of Daros. Those that moved to Rito don't do much digging anymore, but they've found solace in other enterprises, such as something called a railway.
Oh, right. All right, cool. Cool. Good vibes. No digging left, it would seem. Are there any more books around?
No. This was a display area, mostly.
Right. That makes sense. That's too bad. Anyways, to the back of the museum.
What are you looking for in the back of the museum?
Books on dwarves.
You don't think they would have been kept in the library at the university?
I know my uncle. He had copies of the coolest shit.
All right.
Oh god, it's just gonna be like the dating pattern of the dwarves.
Mm.
Damn it.
How to get dwarven women
Son of a bitch.
in 10 days or less. Eh?
You find
No, it's
as
how
you
to
get
lose
the
a
back,
dwarven
it-
woman in 10 days and less. Sky.
As you get to the back,
Sorry,
it seems
sorry.
like the inventory has been cleared out either during the repairs or when your uncle evacuated. But you do find one small book in the corner titled The Erotic Dances of Dwarven Nobility.
God damn it, uncle.
Your uncle's
You
a fucking
son of a
freak.
bitch.
It is well
7
earmarked.
days. Certified freak, 10 days a week.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to open it up and look through it? See if there's notes from your uncle?
The brain says no.
My mind's
But-
telling me
Says
no.
But the awkwardness for PT says yes.
Yeah, please regale us of the erotic dances of dwarven nobility.
Well, it seems like
Too
most of
hot
the
for
dances.
Twitch.
Well, it seems like most of the dances are actually steps to dances that Dwarven nobility used to court. You do see in a large variety of margins various notes about you and your brother talking about how maybe if he got you to learn this dance from a Dwarven instructor, you might be able to find a wife.
God damn it.
God, get his
God.
ass.
Damn.
Get him.
He's worse than like a
already
parent
dead.
who wants.
There's various notes about how he doesn't think you're athletic enough to do so on some of the dances that involve lifting the other person into the air.
Hey! I'm not that weak. I've thrown Cobalt, right.
There's
True.
also notes about the fact that your brother cannot stay on a beat to save his life.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Mm.
And he got no coordination.
Also, I just
Anyways,
realized,
tuck that away.
I just realized I never took the long rest, so I'm going to do that right now.
That's fair.
Take your rest. Fine, to the library.
As you head out of the museum and you head towards the center of town, you kind of stop as you see large groups of people walking through town.
Howdy, folks.
You watch as one of them turns to you. Ah, Lord Burning Oak!
Welcome back.
Thank you, thank you. I mean, once we heard that you were coming back to the town, only seemed fit that a lord who owns a town has some people in it to rule over.
Sure, of course.
But mostly, I mean, gosh, I've never been in Zray when it's that humid. It was terrible. Had to get out of the
I
city.
know, right? It's like the swamps were coming alive. It was insane. And the tidal wave.
But I think a large number of people are returning. Most of the professors are coming back.
Oh, that's good. Is Malum coming back?
No. Until the Arcanophage is fully solved, he said that he will be staying in Zarea.
Okay, that makes sense.
Those of us who are coming here are mostly those of us who didn't have magical inclinations. I'm sure the professors will keep to their own within the university.
Yep, as expected.
Do you?
I think
do
very
you-
soon we're going to start having some rules about magic around here, just for try to keep the Arcanophage at bay.
Yes, of course. When the situation is solved, Lord Burning Oak, are you intending to reopen the college?
Yes, of course.
Well,
Why?
some of us wanted to know. I mean, we knew there'd be changes. We didn't know if you'd be changing anything about it. We were wondering if you were going to give it a new name.
Well, I suppose I haven't decided yet.
Of course. We were just hoping that if you were, we could get ahead, rename some of the shops, capitalize early, so to speak.
Of course. That makes sense.
Well,
I'll make sure all the shopkeepers are informed before the general public.
oh,
You are, after all, the lifeblood of this town.
well, I believe that would be the students, Lord Burning Oak, but you do flatter us. Yes, I suppose, I reckon that we will not be the only ones you see today, as he kind of looks up the path behind him towards the college.
Yes, I imagine it will be quite crowded here pretty quickly.
From the direction of the college, Elliot, you see a bright flash. And about 20 seconds later, there's another bright flash.
I see. Towards the flashes.
Alright. While you head towards the flashes, we'll go to the other group who just asked the question, hey, has anyone seen Elliot?
You think he's in the den and just, like, didn't hear everybody else get up? Surely he would have noticed the ceiling falling in when Lulin came down the stairs. Newsom just kind of pushes back from the table, and the den connects to the basement, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to remember.
It does.
She's just gonna throw open the trapdoor in the library and be like, Elliot, there's coffee, get the fuck up, and like wait for a response that will never come.
Alright. How long do you wait there?
Probably no more than like a minute or two, maximum.
Roll me a d4.
She waits 3 minutes.
3 whole minutes just waiting in
It's
silence.
excruciating. So then she goes down in to go look for Elliot.
Alright.
Into the den.
You head into the wolf den, and it is empty with a layer of dust on everything.
Well, that's not good, I think. Heads back to the kitchen. Elliot is not here, and doesn't look like he ever was here.
Oh no, we haven't all hallucinated him, have we?
No, I'm pretty sure not. However, we did just get a god warning from a god about other gods knowing where we were because of how we got here from a
True.
god.
True. Might
What do
be
you
a
think
good
the
idea.
likelihood that he's been kidnapped is?
More than 0. So, shall we investigate? As Karak closes the cookbook and puts it back on the shelf.
Probably. I
don't know my way around here. So,
yeah, I don't really know where to start as far as
is there any place here that Elliot had a certain connection to, or
well, I mean, he loved the house. He built a den underneath of it to not live in it. Which doesn't really track, but
yeah, that definitely seems to be contrary. Those two facts seem contrary.
yeah, I thought it was weird too, but there's like a sauna in there. It's pretty cool. He just likes to dig, I think. It's part of the dog stuff,
Ah.
She like touches the tiny dog collar on her wrist, and then is like, I guess he could have maybe gone to pay his respects to Pharaoh at Pharaoh's house. Or he did, I'm pretty sure, inherit Pharaoh's estate when he died. So maybe he went there to organize things. I guess we could head that direction.
Maybe.
Or, maybe he went to go rebuild that tower brick by brick because he knows he can't bully me into doing it.
How long do you think he'd start before he just starts casting Shape Earth?
Oh,
Boulder.
no, that's how he would start. Yeah.
Ah,
I
wouldn't
can't
he
He
tell.
would definitely not actually lift it brick by brick. He
Brando-
would definitely.
Brendo,
Use
do you know
Shaper.
you're muted?
He sent a message.
Ah,
He's out for a sec.
got it. I saw the mouth opening and closing and did not see the message.
I'm
I
back.
think
that it's just
his sensitivity
police
is just really high.
Got it. All right.
I am back though.
cars.
Okay.
My stepdad called me. So
They're talking about going to find Elliot.
True.
Elliot's missing. He's not in his den. He didn't leave a note, so he's either kidnapped or he's somewhere around the city. Or got
I
napped?
have. All right. Well, let's check the list of places.
Yeah.
Where he would be.
Well, like I said,
Uh,
he's either at the tower that technically Allrun destroyed it yesterday, so I am blameless in this situation.
Promptly absolved of via the agreement.
Yes, exactly. I can't be held responsible by my own word.
You're going. I can already tell you are going to get so much use out of that.
It's gonna go a long way.
It's gonna bite you in the ass a lot quicker than you think, though.
No, I can't foresee. I can't foresee being forced to argue disagreements between a god and almost god to ever be an issue for me.
No, not at all.
Karak gives a sour look. It gets tiring fast. Trust me.
Oh yeah. Sorry, that was sarcasm.
Trust me, I picked up on it, but wanted to make sure.
Mm-hmm.
Don't want anybody getting any ideas.
I figure he's either there or he might be at Pharaoh's estate because he did inherit that, and we never really got to come back here and settle that.
That's kind of what I was thinking. It was probably either at Pharaoh's, at the tower, or at the. Where else would he be?
Honestly, the fact that he's not underground in the burrow is enough to worry me.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like 99% of the time that's where he is.
That's fair.
Perhaps something changed. When was the last time you all were here?
Well, it doesn't feel like that long ago, but I guess technically before we found you, I think. Which to us has only been maybe a few weeks, but to this world has been like a year?
How much has happened in those few weeks?
A lot.
Too much.
Mm-hmm.
I would hazard to guess that maybe Elliot is different than you think he is. Maybe his ideals have shifted. Not taking his time underground.
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
Different people. Well, unless we want to just stay here and wait for him, we can either explore this person named Pharaoh's old lodgings or somewhere else, but those seem to be the only options at the moment.
Can the other Karak see what you see?
In a way.
Because he really wanted to visit the college.
Yeah.
I'll be sure to relay it to him. And trust me, I don't think I'll be here too long.
I appreciate that. I know he was very excited and wanted to
course.
see what this college was, and I just wanted to make sure that he sees what you see, so he doesn't miss anything.
I understand your concern. I know our first interaction probably wasn't the best, but I simply did what was necessary, or felt was necessary, to do what needed to be done. So I do care about him. I do care about Karak. I want to make that abundantly clear. It's just that my idea of care is probably not as soft as his is.
And I would like to apologize for throwing an apple at you.
I appreciate that.
All right, let's go find our boy.
Mm.
As you all head out for the long trek down to the college, because your house is behind the college.
Mm-hmm.
Elliot, you arrive at the courtyard of the college where there is a large summoning circle, or large teleportation circle, flashing about every 20 seconds as people walk out of it and begin to disperse into the town. It's a lot more than just elves, and it's definitely a lot more than the number of people that used to live here.
Yay, refugees. So, I was farming work again.
As you ask that question, Elliot, where is my notes? Apood. Aha. Oh, good. I have everything but this NPC's name. Fuck my life.
Yeah, GPT.
Anybody remember what the owner of the healing herb's name was? Wait, no, I found it. Okay.
Okay.
As you kind of mutter to yourself, does anybody remember how that farming thing works? You just hear a voice from behind you. Well, it shouldn't take that many people to get this place up to, sustainable levels.
Well, yeah. I'm not worried about having enough to make it sustainable. I'm worried about too many that we can't feed them.
Yes, but it shouldn't take all that much work to make this place sustainable.
Okay.
I mean, come on.
With or without magic?
Oh. Well, with, obviously.
Well, yeah, that's the problem.
As you kind of turn around, and Rose just has a whole cart full of plants behind her.
I'm glad you made it out, by the way.
Oh, of the city?
Well, yeah, it was dangerous here.
Oh.
I heard all Ron's tales.
I mean, it wasn't that bad. I never had to go outside. I mostly just tended to your garden.
My garden? Do I have a garden?
Well, you didn't, but I thought that couldn't be right. So you have a garden now.
That's nice. I appreciate that. I like having a garden.
All local plants. So that everything should have been fine after we left.
That's even better.
So
That's great news.
So we have to figure out how to feed this many people.
Yes. I also need to find a few families to talk to, because some people left without their children. And that's not okay. And also some people died, but that's...
Yeah, nobody really left without their kids.
I'm suspect. There's a long list of a lot of children.
Well, I hope you find who you're looking for.
And I know how elves are about half-elves. Anyways, I'm sure I won't. It's not important. What's important is getting people fed. What were your thoughts on that, by the way?
I mean, we could terrace the sides of the mountains. The Ganassi do it to the south.
That's true. And that would probably be pretty effective.
We need somebody to dig
And other
up.
than the initial digging of the terrace, or terror.
But we have plenty of people, and if they want to eat, they'll have to dig.
What a great motto.
Thanks.
Oh, yeah.
I've been using it for my interns for years now.
You had interns?
Yeah, Nom was one of my interns.
Nom worked for... I thought he worked for the bank.
No. Worked
he
for
definitely...
me.
He talked to the plants and was given I think it was an apprenticeship, though.
To be fair, he also worked for the bank.
Nom had a lot of jobs in Koboldia. He was a very entrepreneurial...
Nothing happened with the bank.
No wonder
but he was hired to...
Oh, yeah, he was hired to make it robbery-proof.
Yeah, he was hired to rob the bank. That
no
never
wonder
happened.
he became mayor.
So, okay. That's fantastic. Yeah. Did you see any of the professors come back?
I mean, I haven't seen any of them. I heard a few of them were coming back. But I think they're mostly gathering things up in Zraya before they leave.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, so...
Were any of the Warforged on their way through?
Oh, a ton of them. A lot of them are already through town.
Okay, I did see a few. I just wanted to make sure they all got the invitation.
Nope, they did.
Cool. Glad to hear it, Rose.
Yeah, a lot of them went off towards the old castle.
The old castle. Here?
Well, there was only one professor who owned a castle.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, but it seemed like a lot of them went off with Varys Gallandel. That direction.
And she is pointing towards Pharaoh's house?
Yep.
Okay.
As the rest of you are coming down the mountain, you see these repeated flashes from the courtyard, and you're still decently far away, so people look very small, but there are a lot of people, like, moving out into the town.
Wasn't this place abandoned? I know Elliot invited the Warforged to live here, but I'm not gonna lie, most of that does not look like Warforged.
Word travels fast.
Probably people just looking for solace.
Think about how quick you were to get out of that stuffy old city. I'm certain a couple of the people here had similar feelings.
Well, not to say who has the best reason to get out of that city, but up until, like, very recently, I was a meal in that city, so I think I have more of a reason than anyone else to be getting the fuck out of there, or we do.
Trust me, I remember.
Yusin, you hear a very familiar voice from the woods to your right that immediately fills you with animosity. Oh yeah, somebody goes to eat you one time. Can't stay in their city. As you look up and you just see Bathos leaning against a tree in the woods.
The local neighborhood just keeps declining as she, like, crosses her arms.
Kind of looks back and he raises an eyebrow. I know. Really, letting the no shoes thing go, aren't they?
Look, when they make a shoe for a Minotaur, I'll wear it.
Well, from all the time I spent with your dad, I think they do.
You mean metal shoes?
Shoes in general. It's good to see you're all okay. As he, like, leans up and walks out of the woods.
As he looks at 3 people of a 5-person party.
Yep.
Exactly.
All 3 of you are okay.
All 3 of the people I like are okay.
He doesn't like Elliot. Elliot's not fucking there.
I don't even think Karak shared any words with this person. They just were there and didn't cause issues.
Yeah. Not all of us.
What are you talking about, Karak? You recognize this person with both your brains. One, because he was super suspicious, and the other because you remember fighting alongside him in the Hedge Wars.
Oh. Well, that is a surprise. didn't expect to see anyone else here. Huh.
You're different.
So,
Am I?
Back to your old self, aren't you?
Mostly. Don't worry, other guy's still rocking around up there. He's
Don't you
currently
mean-
taking a break.
Don't you mean rocking up there?
That's a good one. That's
why
a good
didn't the gods kidnap me?
Because nobody can
yes.
stand you?
Come on, that's rude.
No,
This party.
he's right. Nobody can stand him either, so, it takes one to know one.
Yeah, 2 peas in a pod.
Mm.
Either way, how have you been?
Well, better than you.
Yeah. Been 1,000 years, finally able to stretch my legs.
I know.
Learned of deep betrayal.
It's
Might be killing someone later, but we'll see where that goes.
I'm sorry. I can't get used to it. You are back to your old self. So
Surprise.
strange to see Vulcan's dog without a leash around his neck.
I wouldn't say that.
Oh, you wouldn't say it's weird? Do you not
No,
miss the
it's-
leash as much as you thought you would?
It's not that I don't miss it, it's that I'm very aware that I still have it. I hope at some point I can get away from it. They don't really realize you're on one until it's too late, I'm afraid.
Shit, maybe you can learn.
Trust me, the people around me have been trying, and succeeding in some way. Including the one up there.
Well, that's
as he
good.
just taps his head.
Let me put this as simply as I can.
Mm-hmm.
If you do, for some reason, go back to your old ways, you find out they're easier, you like the power, the things that people tend to do. As he kind of walks up to you, and he kind of gets in your face, Karak.
Mm-hmm.
And then he leans in, and Nuzin and Lulin, you can make me perception checks for this if you want to, but he whispers something in Karak's ear.
Of course I want to know. That was... Could have been worse, I guess.
Nuzin, you'll hear it. Lulin, you won't. As he leans in and says, because if you go back to who you were, Karak, I'm going to wrap the other end of your leash around a branch and pull until you stop kicking.
Jesus.
Rock seems unfazed by that response.
This is something you would have been used to.
Mm-hmm. Rock just shakes his head and is just like,
Roll me a D100.
oh, got it.
I want to just see something fun. Of course you've heard something like that before. You're pretty sure he got that line from you.
Oh my god.
Looks like both of us can learn then.
Well then. Welcome back to college, I guess.
It's actually my first time, so.
What brought you here?
Well, Olfast was filled with the Arcanophage. Didn't really feel like staying in Drea. Not that they'd let us in. We spent pretty much every one of my clan spent pretty much the entire time we were there in some sort of quarantine building. So when they told us there was a way out of the city, you bet I took the whole clan and jumped on it.
Why not go back to Brester, though?
Something about leashes and collars.
Oh, fair enough.
Kinky.
Not to mention,
I'm
Brester
leaving.
Brester at this point might as well be abandoned. Most of the White Army marched to Slagos to join Velkambara.
Ugh,
I mean,
of course.
We've been losing
So
members of the clan running south to join their whatever war they have going on every day.
So is that where he is?
Seems to be, or at least whoever he's pulling the strings of right now. But in the meantime, we figured, you could use all the help you could get. Most of the people coming through the gate are what's left of your army. Not that many of them are in fighting shape anymore.
Yeah. I was gonna say, hopefully they have time to rest now. I mean, as restful as getting farms and repairing a city can be. It's not fighting for your life, so in the same way.
Well, I think there's going to be something coming here pretty soon that'll make that helpful. You haven't talked to Brennan, have you?
No.
Well, let's see. Said when the sun's at the highest point, so I suppose we probably have an hour or two left before whatever he's cooking up down in Stipvale shows up.
Guessing he's found something fun there.
He said he found a lot of something fun.
Well,
it's nice to know that he's okay.
I mean,
alive for a second, I thought he was dead.
As Lady Dreamshadow put it, a gift from Stipvale to the new Baron.
Oh, jeez.
You know, all of this pomp and circumstance is going to go right to his head. They all realize that, right?
I think he's a little beyond that at this point.
Fair.
I think it's more like hoping the kid whose hands you put all the toys in knows what he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're all kind of hoping that right now.
Well, based on
I'm hoping it, he says as he looks at you, Newson.
Well, based on the little I've seen of Elliot, when it comes to toys, he is very capable.
I hated that.
Newson makes a mental note in her list of potential people Elliot is interested in of, is Evil Karak interested in Elliot? Question mark, question mark, question mark? Was that innuendo? But she says nothing. No, it's not out loud. It's a person.
Other character, no. In character, you can think whatever you want.
As Karak says that you guys have arrived at the college, and Elliot, that is the first sentence you hear from any of this group.
Will you repeat the sentence? I was mostly paying attention.
When it comes to toys, and based on the little I've seen, Elliot is very capable.
Mm-hmm. Newsom looks a little distraught as
Bathos is giving Karak a look like, you disgust me.
I think as Elliot sort of looks over, he's gonna, well, actually, if you ask around, I never really played games. Anyways, so what's the plan here?
Well, we're glad to see you're not kidnapped by a god.
It was a tad concerning to not see you around.
Good to see you, little wolf.
Thanks, Bathos. Good to see you, Big Bear.
I'm gonna go find the rest of the clan. You just don't fucking talk to me. As he turns around and just heads back up the mountain.
The last the last minute of what can only be described as verbal combat has left everyone unnerved, and the energy in the studio is ruined.
Yep.
So what's that grumpy old man doing here?
Decided we needed all the help that we could get.
Well, I reckon this town's gonna need it, but...
Mm-hmm. Seems like your kingdom is where everybody comes to run free now.
Don't call it that.
Well, what would you rather it
Everybody
be called,
else says.
Baron?
I would rather it be called a Pood. That is, after all, its name.
Got it. The Kingdom of Apood.
Sure, that's fine.
As you say that, you hear footsteps walking up and like the scribbling of a pen on paper as Torian Ilfelkir walks by and goes, "It's a barony, not a kingdom." Elliot's right.
Yet.
Oh, there we go. The Barony of Apood.
Look, just because that's the technical term doesn't mean that's what everyone's calling it.
You kind of
It's
watch
the
as he
difference
like
between a spade and a shovel.
news, and as he's walking away, he kind of like stops and he taps the quill against his chin a couple times. He looks over and he goes, "Well, if it's a kingdom, then we're all traitors." So
Yeah, gonna start a war. Let's not call it a kingdom. That good with everybody?
yeah.
But your brother is the king in the other one.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's accurate.
He doesn't want to be the king, so why would he be mad if you were a king over here?
To be fair, he'd probably be mad that Elliot didn't take up the position of king in his stead. Can you imagine the power move of saying, I don't want to be king, and then becoming a king somewhere else?
I respect it.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of agree. It is a power move.
It is.
Well, as we all know, I'm renowned for my power plays.
Oh, trust me, I've seen.
Hey, yo.
Excuse me?
Nixon is like...
Like I said, you did a wonderful job with those ships. Very efficient use of your resources.
Newson is like making darting looks between the two of them, like...
Can I have old Grok back?
No, he's resting. He needs his rest. If I pull him out if I bring him out every single time you all miss him, then he's never going to get any rest or get any of that sorting done that you wanted him to do.
Well, I'd be happy if you did the sorting and he was out here with us. That's fine with me.
I don't think he'd appreciate that, considering that it's his shelf.
Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
You ever just wish somebody else could pilot your body while you deal with your shit internally?
Every day.
God, that would be a fucking dream.
Until they find out that that's their purpose, and then like there's a lot of Black Mirror episodes about that kind of shit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think I'm uniquely qualified to fuck up this particular body, so...
Yeah, I think there's a whole TV show about that.
There is. It's called Severance.
Yo, let me just do some Googles.
Oh, it's hella good, Isaac. You would love it.
It's Apple TV.
Oh, well, now I can't watch it. This is what you can't say. I would love something.
Okay.
I'm a hipster.
Okay, let me just say, Tech Husband watched it, and he was the one that made me watch it, and I was like, I don't know about that, and I got so invested. It was so good.
It's a psychological thriller.
Yeah, psychological thriller.
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean you have to be psycho to watch it?
Oh, for sure.
Or logical.
Either
shit! I'm the logical one.
There you go.
Okay, so
it appeals to
psychos
and
logical.
logicals alike.
Yeah.
Yeah, the psycho and logicals are very hard to get into.
Yeah.
Depending on my mood, I'm between the two.
I'm rarely
Sorry,
logical.
we've gotten distracted. Wait a second, we were playing D&D, right?
No shit.
Yeah.
We were.
So
you were saying you want normal Karak back.
You were.
Yes.
What I'm saying
can't
is...
make that happen.
If I did, I don't think it would be in Karak's best interest.
You keep saying that, but... Anyways, we can not deal with that later, I guess.
I understand that you all miss Karak, that I am not the person that you brought on to this adventure, but whether you like it or not, I am with him regardless. I don't exactly have a choice in the matter. I'm doing my best to be as amicable as possible, and I'm trying my best not to ruffle any feathers. I can't guarantee that I will be Karak, because that is not fair to me. But what I can guarantee is I will be doing my best to make sure that when Karak is here, that everything is in decent order.
Honestly,
Yeah, okay.
as long as when we come face to face with Velkin that you don't, flip-flop, I don't have any immediate issues with you being here.
You and I have already had a conversation about that, Newsen.
We have indeed.
Mm-hmm.
But saying the words in behind closed doors and actions in the presence of the
That's fair.
person are two different things.
That's fair. Then I guess it's only fair. I'd rather not keep the conversation behind closed doors. I am not certain if when we meet Velkin, if he will take kindly to his own power being used against him. I do not have...
Well, no shit. We got Newsen? Hell, I'm pretty sure something I have was taken from Velkin. You know?
Yes, but I feel like that's a tad different from my circumstances. None of you are warlocks.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sort of contractually bound to his service, and I'm doing my best to skirt around as best I can after knowing the truth of our little deal.
Yeah.
And I guess the truth of his deal, and all the deals before that eventually, that all somehow had an effect on me. Being a pawn in a game that lasts over 1,000 years is very, very draining. But like I said, I can't guarantee that when we have to fight him, if he will be willing to let another one of his weapons turn against him, especially one like me. I will not do it. I do not intend to cause harm to any of you. That wouldn't be good for Karak, and I do care about Karak. But I also don't want him getting killed.
Well, we were doing a bang up job of keeping him alive, so.
You were, and you have. A couple close calls here and there, but considering you were able to keep him alive with all the stipulations he puts on himself, I think you all did a wonderful job.
Yeah. All right, then. So anyways, the pressing matter of the town that is going to have thousands of people in it and a very narrow food supply chain. Thoughts?
I can kind of create food and water.
Well, yeah, so can all the mages here, but
it also
what happens when the Arcanophage flares up somewhere? We can't risk the entire food supply disappearing overnight.
And
can we?
You're absolutely right. Something else that I can do is I can at least dig a couple of wells.
Well, the springs I think have us covered on water. I mean,
okay.
I mean, you've seen the streams up here. There's one every 5 feet. So there's plenty of water coming out of this mountain, but
I mean, what we could do is that we can do like an irrigation system where we change the flow of the spring and have it flow between crops, so they're like lush, like tilled land.
Roll me perception checks.
Well, before we do that, I was gonna say, isn't the benefit of having the Warforged here that, like, you can ask them to do jobs, and if they want to do them, they don't require a lot of those, necessities. I don't think they eat or anything.
Well, I mean, I assumed they required some form of sustenance.
That might be a question for Elfelkir.
Did he walk away, or is he still around?
He's walking around. He's like, it looks like he has a checklist, and he's like checking off people and supplies as they come through the portal.
Was that a perception check for everyone?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Perceptiling. Not great for me. Rolled off of a 20. That's so rude.
Karak and Elliot, on the southern horizon, you see 12 dots kind of appear flying over the horizon, coming towards the city.
Oh, fuck.
Elliot, you don't know why, but you know enough to know that you are looking at 6 relatively large airships.
Do we assume they're peaceful?
I don't know.
Or do we man the crossbows?
Oh, Bathos did say that.
Oh, right. You have
Brennan was on the way from Stipvale.
I have a gift?
Yes.
Who the hell's giving me gifts?
Brennan.
Thanks, Brennan.
Well, you are his royal barrenness.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm his friend.
No. Well, yes, but...
Are you saying we're not friends?
I don't know.
You.
I think that's more up to Brennan to clarify, okay? I'm not going to speak for him.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I think me and Brennan are pretty close. You heard what he said about me.
Did I?
I assume you were paying attention.
Nah.
All right. Classic Minotaur, am I right?
He says to the other Minotaur and the Furbolg, all from the same area of the continent, technically.
Not just that, the Furbolg who was around to see, like, the Minotaurs.
Yep. Like the original Minotaurs.
Yeah, the original is just like... Karak is just shaking his head right now, just like... No. Just disapproving.
Disapproving.
So, I shouldn't tell people to go man the weapons?
No, I don't think so. Bathos did
because I don't know where the weapons are in this town.
I don't think are there weapons in the college? No, the weapons were Brennan.
Oh shit, that's right.
Yeah.
Lulu just starts flexing.
I don't really think
the
there's
gun
many...
show away.
There's not really many... After last night and what we saw, I don't think there's many Brennans left over.
Tell you what, Lulin, if they are hostile, I'll throw you right at them.
Lulu just cracks his knuckles. I would love to see you try.
We could always fly into another lightning storm. Captain Bald.
Hey, at least I'm letting mine go the natural way. Cheater.
Got a problem with my hair? My luscious hair?
You wish it was luscious.
Incredibly long.
Well, I'm gonna get a haircut soon, don't worry. Got, hair down to his lower waist.
Yeah. I've got, a dagger I could probably chop it for you.
Don't you dare.
I can do it in the night. You won't even know.
I've seen your handiwork. I think I'm good.
Hugh was really good at chopping things.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, we're gonna see where those things are gonna land and leave soon.
Yeah, we should probably head to where they're landing.
As they grow on the horizon, it's clear that they're headed towards what used to be Pharaoh's house, but is now technically yours.
Yep.
God damn it. Why is everyone talking about Pharaoh's house today? All right, fine, we can go there.
Because you inherited Pharaoh's house. His whole
Yeah,
estate.
I remember.
Yeah. Well, you
It's
gotta
all a
do
bit
something
above
about it.
ground for me. We can go there.
I mean,
I
it's
mean-
yours now. You can dig a hole beneath it.
Yeah, it's not like you have to live there. You could, like, donate it to the city or make it into a new museum or something. It
That as
does
well.
kind of have the vibe of a museum.
It's yours to do with as you see fit.
As you all
Damn right
head
it
towards
is.
Pharaoh's house, Elliot, as you guys come around, you see Pharaoh's castle standing across the plain, moat and all. And you see outside of it, almost surrounding it, are tents. And Elliot, you see elven soldiers, like the clothing of elven soldiers, but all of the coloring matches what you wore to the ball.
Oh shit, we go in blue.
As you guys kind of head down the path, you see people like stop and they're like looking at you as you go by. And you realize that this is almost a perfect mix of elven soldiers and warforged.
I'm still waiting to be proven wrong, Your Highness.
It's at best your lord.
No, it would be you aren't a lord anymore though. You're a baron.
Your
A
Baroness.
baron?
My liege.
Is a duke in charge of a baron?
Do you call?
No, do you want to know? Do you want to know what a
baron.
baron is in nobility?
It is
Would love
Lord.
to.
It is lord.
Really?
It is
Yeah.
lord,
Really?
but a baron typically is like a brother or a cousin of the king who is given a holding on the edge of the kingdom that they have complete domain over as long as they still follow the king's rules. Everything else they say goes.
They're basically
they have-
mini king.
They have unmatched power compared to other nobles. They're essentially a king in their own right. They just swear fealty.
So a mini king.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
But yeah, we would call my lord your lordship.
Ah.
Or you could call me Elliot.
But what will your subjects think?
That my name is Elliot.
As they're talking about this, you hear, "Oh, Lord Burning Oak." As you look over and you see headed towards you, holding up his metallic arm, is Varys Gallandel.
Yes.
Kind of almost as he gets closer, you see it's not really metal. It almost looks like parts of it are like still have the texture of stone.
Hey, we had a quick question. What sustains the Warforged?
Why would I know that?
Yeah,
Shouldn't you ask them?
That's an Elfelkir question.
Yeah, but like he did military, it doesn't matter.
I mean, in terms of the logistical supply chain, nothing really. But that was also when they were mindless machines. So I don't know. Maybe some recreation.
Maybe you could ask one of them directly.
Yeah.
Thank you, Karok. I heard you the first time.
I noticed.
And you'll continue to hear from me.
I noticed some of the glass ones.
His lordship does not wish to be questioned.
Oh.
Yeah, I noticed some of the glass ones like to stay clean. I don't know. Maybe you can do something with that.
Well, yeah.
Anyways, glad we have you here. Do you know who owns this building?
The one in front of us?
Well, I guess, I mean, you own all of it, so you get to decide, but...
Well, this was Professor Pharaoh's place. I inherited it after his passing.
Oh, so you actually do own it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, that's convenient.
Well, why?
It's kind of the closest thing to a fort between here and Zraya.
True. Is that why everyone is flocking to it?
I mean, everybody who's willing to serve in your military is.
Oh, okay.
But,
Congratulations on your military,
well,
my lord.
More of town guards. I mean, the amount of people coming through different backgrounds, we figured you'd probably want a higher number of guards, and the Warforged just kind of didn't want to be around other people, which I kind of get.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair.
But, I mean...
It'll be a process.
If you don't need guards, I can send most of the troops back through.
I mean, I'll take guards. That's fine. I imagine it'll be less guarding and more civil service, but
well,
closer to what it looked like in Stipvale before it fell.
Well,
a guard for the people rather than a guard for the nobility.
Unfortunately, I've never been to Stipvale, but I'll try and keep your vision in mind. You'll also have to appoint a captain of the guard if you had anyone in mind.
Oh, that's a wonderful point. I'll keep that in mind in the next coming days.
I was under the impression that you were leaving rather quickly.
Yep, we are.
Well, I mean, after we take care of a few things, I'm sure. I wouldn't leave this place in disarray.
Yes, tell the right people to do the right things. So
Yes.
we kind of have bigger fish to fry.
One important quality of leadership is delegation.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to do everything yourself, Elliot.
My dear Karak, the most important part about leadership is informed delegation. Simply telling someone to handle your problems without knowing their qualifications is the worst potential solution.
And doing nothing, I would argue that doing nothing at all is the worst possible solution.
So, I don't know, like walking away into the mountain for weeks. That could be the worst possible solution for this town. Is that what you're telling me?
I know not what this town needs. That's your job.
That's exactly my point. Give me the time to figure that out.
Lord Burning Oak, if I could ask you a question. I know that your
Sure.
Upbringing was less than a formal education as a lordling. Do you know what it takes to run this town?
That's why I would like a couple days to pick the head of the town, the head of the guard.
As the airships kind of come overhead and you all begin to hear that deep thump, that deep, hum, Karak, you've never felt this before, but it almost feels like magic is pushing through your body. As this hum kind of pulses as the airships begin to land, he goes, "All right then, I will let you sort that out with the big guy."
The big guy? Do you mean that literally?
Yes.
I mean,
Great.
He is bigger than most of us, but he also seems more fitting for you to have this conversation with. I think I heard someone call my name as he turns around and literally runs away from you all.
Now we know Brennan's pissed.
Oh yes,
he's bringing you toys and he's gonna punch you in the stomach.
He's bringing me toys? I thought you guys said it was a gift.
Yeah, the airships.
Are those the gifts?
I think
More
so.
than likely.
What the hell am I going to do with an airship?
Travel.
Things that you couldn't do without an airship.
As the airships land, you watch as Brennan on the deck of one of them, as the gate for the gangway opens, he just steps out of it and drops to the ground, landing with a thud. As he starts walking over to you, very pointedly aiming for the group of you.
Ethan, looks up and away very nonchalantly. Wow, this city sure is full of people.
Lula's going to grab Karak's attention and just start pointing at buildings and what they are.
There's only one building around, and it's Pharaoh's house.
Yeah.
We all instantly abandon Elliot.
In the future, I'd appreciate it if you avoided the stonework. There was a pretty nice sidewalk you just catapulted down to.
Rock isn't even paying attention to the building. They're just keeping their eyes locked on Vosh Brennan.
Oh.
Brennan walks over to you, Elliot, and he leans down, like, so that his face is, like, above yours, so you're looking up at him, and you just hear from inside the mechanical, like, contraption that allows him to speak, Baron.
It's pronounced Elliot.
It's my lord or your lordship.
Newson, as you say
God
that, you
damn
watch
it.
his head turn to you, and he looks at you, and he goes, how would you know?
I have very insightful knowledge about these things.
There was some smart-ass elf on the way over here. Welcome back.
I was just going to assume that you paid attention in the brief time you were at college. But I see that's too much to ask for, Newson.
I didn't take fancy classes.
You sent me
more than I did.
To a hole in the ground.
So it's not the greatest start to a trip.
Newson takes like one large step away.
Well, it wasn't.
I was trying to help.
It wasn't 400 feet in the air.
That's true. We were dropped over a pood.
How?
Elrond.
Elrond's not very good with his magic.
Elrond doesn't have magic.
He does.
Oh, he does now.
He does.
He's the perpetual god of dumbasses.
Lula's just gonna say, Elrond.
He's not a genie. Do you really think that's gonna work? It has to be his warlock that summons them as he looks towards Newson.
Oh yes, of course, of course. She's gonna like it. She like takes a stance, like a wide posture, and sort of like claps her hands together, puts them above her head, and goes, "I need the god of dumbasses. Thank you, Elrond."
Elrond appears directly in front of your face, Newson, and just goes, "Hey,
hey."
What do you
Brennan
need?
didn't believe you had magic.
Oh, big guy. He turns around and looks at Brennan. I think we could go a few rounds now. I think I have it in me. Brennan looks down at Elrond, still glowing purple from the teleportation, and just says, "You don't." Elrond looks completely stumped by this statement. So do you guys actually need me? I was like halfway through rebuilding a building.
Nah.
Which building?
I don't know. Looks like someone's house.
Nice. Proud of you, bro. Keep it up.
I know. You know how easy this shit is now that I can, in like mid-sentence, he disappears.
Now that I can, poof. Wow, I can't believe that.
Do you think he was making a point, or do you think he forgot how they work?
He forgot.
He's only had this for about a day.
Yeah, I give it at least a century before he masters it.
And is there a reason
Sorry,
the godly power...
Reach's apprentice.
Is there a reason that the godly power of a perpetual went to Elrond instead of one of you?
Serenity needed to give us a lot of information, and they said that they would die if they did, so they needed a host, and I have too many people bopping around in my head.
I personally don't think you would trust me with that.
And Lulin's got a wife, so, and Elliot's already a perpetual, so we kind of had to go with what we had.
As you say that, Elliot...
No, I'm Elliot.
You watch almost imperceptibly as the head turns towards you on this giant body. And you watch as, like, the glowing flames that are Brennan's eyes narrow at you.
I'm not a perpetual.
And why would you say that, Karak? Given you no reason to think I don't trust you.
I don't need it. I don't need you to give me any reason now. I know what I did. And at least a part of me is sorry for it.
Yeah, but part of you don't let out anymore.
He is resting.
I'm
He's very tired.
tired of you.
And that sounds like a personal problem.
It is. I need sleep.
Anyways.
I will say when he does come back out, if you could be a bit nicer to him, I'd appreciate it.
I'm hella nice to him.
Not you. And he just points to Brennan. Him.
Oh yeah, Brendan, you should be chill to nice Karak.
Yeah, this is mean, Karake.
I
Or
will.
like it.
But right now it's taking every ounce of my substantial willpower to avoid caving your face in.
Oh, trust me, I know.
Wait, me?
It's hard for me not to say. It's hard for me to say that I would deserve it, but I do. I do. At least Karak is very adamant about that, and considering new information, I'm trying to do better, as it were. Live up to that willpower that you talked about.
Well, I can't fault you for trying to be better.
Yeah, he finally learned that Velkenbara is the worst.
About 1,000 years too late for all of us.
Didn't exactly have 1,000 years to know.
It's always next week.
I know exactly what it's like to think Velkenbar is a good person. As long as you intend to do better and not run back, that's enough.
That's what I said.
And it sounds like we're on the same page.
Really? Because you were talking about your, warlock contract with him a minute ago.
Yes, I'm saying that I won't have... My hands are probably going to be tied, but I'm not going to try and run towards him.
We have to teach you to throw a punch!
Oh, trust me. I know how.
Oh.
Though I am a bit rusty, so I wouldn't mind a couple classes. I'm sure Karak would love those, actually. He's been very excited about that. He really does want to learn from all of you.
Well, if you're gonna be magicless, it'd probably be for the best.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I still have this as Karak sort of, flourishes his scythe and, puts it back on his hip. I'm not completely harmless without it, just...
I know. And imagine if you had your real one.
Oh my.
Huh?
Wait, this isn't...
God,
no.
no.
That's a shame.
When you turned to stone the first time, there was no way Velkenbara was going to leave you with one of his weapons.
That's a shame, but also adds to the list of reasons why...
Velkenbara is the worst!
One sec, trying to remember. Which one of us?
Me. Because I sang it.
Which...
A little bit of YOLO coming out.
Rule.
No, I was actually channeling more of a Parks and Rec reference.
Yeah, I was getting that.
I got it.
Thank you. I knew Isaac would get it.
I got
hit by a Tesla.
7. Velkenbara is the worst.
Karak is informing me that it's Rule 12. Why do I have to know the numbers? Why does it matter I know what order they're in?
I don't know, it was really important to him.
Regardless, how soon do you leave?
I would like to leave sooner rather than later, but Elliot wants to make sure everybody here doesn't die.
And to be fair, that is a valiant effort. I may be giving you a hard time, Elliot, but it is because I care.
Thanks.
Well, fantastic, Elliot.
And also,
Brennan puts a hand on your shoulder. I'm glad that you thought it wise to leave me in charge while you're gone.
I did?
You did.
Of course you did.
Are you sure you're ready for responsibility again, Brennan?
Don't you think I am? You're the one who said I'm in charge while you're gone.
Mm-hmm.
Well, sure. I'm okay with that.
What are you saying about me taking responsibility?
I'm just saying, ever since we sort of lifted some of that off your shoulders with the mask, you've been enjoying some more freedoms, and I'd hate to take that away from you. I know you never really, got to be a kid.
I will say, there's a part of me that...
I'll make sure I install a water slide then.
You're in charge. You've sold me.
Karak just looks at Brennan. It's just, there's a small part of me that's happy to see you like this again.
I can't say the same.
That's understandable.
Also, what do you mean like this again?
Seem a bit more carefree. Like you used to be before everything.
I don't think Karak would have actually ever known Brennan before he put on the mask.
Ah, well, scratch all of that.
No,
I'm just gonna say he's channeling
it.
that.
We'll keep it.
I'm gonna say he's channeling that one person he looked after their first hunt for. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Karak was there when he put on the mask. He knew him very, very briefly before.
He watched as the smile turned to a scream.
Yes, exactly.
Well then, since I'm in charge, get out of my town and go save the world.
Okay.
That's the
Can
plan.
I at least buy supplies for the road?
No,
You got
Sparrow's
any...
already stocked for you.
I'm
The
sorry,
Sparrow?
what?
He
The
turns
airship.
and he points to the smallest of the airships.
Oh. Does it have mining equipment?
No.
Oh.
That's too bad. As Elliot just sort of like elbows Newson.
Yeah, I guess we won't be able to dig any holes like Elliot loves to do.
Oh no!
I'll just have to sleep in the airship.
Yep.
I've somehow managed to forget Mold Earth. Oh no!
He's royalty now? He can't be molding his own Earth.
So true, bestie.
Well, we better get a move on. Got people to kill.
Just out of curiosity, you don't happen to know where our friend the dwarven digging bear is, do you?
Gazpacho!
Indeed, gazpacho.
I could probably ask Nimblet to call him.
I mean, last I heard, the other party saw him last when we were in Ulfast.
Interesting. Okay. That's fine. Probably halfway across the continent.
Out of character, isn't Nero wearing Gazpacho?
Bingo bango bongo.
That's what I thought. I wasn't.
I thought that happened, and then time was turned back.
But they kept the items because the time effect couldn't affect other gods.
Mm.
Okay.
I wasn't 100% sure. So I just
Sorry, that's the part that I forgot.
Anyways, what do you need mining equipment for?
To
dig holes. Elliot doesn't like to be above ground.
I actually kind of hate it, yeah. Ever since someone started throwing me at buildings, I've had an anxiety about being above ground.
Look, it was funny, in my defense.
Oh, yeah, it was hilarious. As Elliot, sits down with an amulet. You guys keep talking, I'm going to start working on something here. As he goes to recreate the amulet that he had made, who did he end up giving it to?
Which amulet was it?
It was his emergency featherfall amulet.
Oh, he gave that to Elrond.
Yeah, he gave it to Elrond.
That was before the Red Pits.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was way, way back.
You gave it to Elrond when the airship was crashing, so he could save the people on board.
Exactly. Which is relevant as Elliot approaches airship and wants to make another one.
Yep. The Sparrow is Lady Dreamshadow's gift to you. The rest is her gift to your house.
So she's still mad then?
Well, I mean, probably. But, I mean, if she was really mad, she would have sent the warships first, and they're about 8 hours behind us.
Sorry, what?
She's gifting your house 2 warships to defend the valley.
Oh, shit. So, like, Stifvale's like an actual city again, then.
No, but most of the airship fleet was managed to escape when the tree began to fall.
Well.
And Eisenmont had fleets of its own regard.
That's true.
Anyways, I'm not going to say that most of their force isn't here right now, but circumstances being what they are.
Yeah. Have some professors study some of these airships. I want to know if we can return the favor and start making some more.
I will look into it.
Alright.
I guess in that case, if you're leaving me that much in charge, do you want me to try and poach some engineers from Stipvale?
I mean, if you can get them. I think that a strong alliance between Stipvale and Zarea could... Well, it could forge a peace that's longer than my lifetime.
Oh. We're still calling this Zarea?
Well, this isn't Zarea, but Zarea is north. I, of course, still have an alliance with my brother. And I want to build a new alliance with Stipvale.
Well, I don't think there's much point in calling this anything but what it actually is.
A pood?
A chance to do better.
True.
And a chance to do things a different way than whoever you may think you're still under.
Careful.
Rock is just nodding.
There won't be a revolt anytime soon. At least not until something drastic happens, as he, like, starts walking towards the Sparrow. Still, like, fiddling with an amulet, trying to work on getting his replacement.
As you walk away, Brennan says, I don't think your brother sent you here to get you out of his way. I think he sent you here so you could try doing things yours.
That's true. And we're sure gonna try.
And anyways, what are they going to do? Stop us? Zarea doesn't have warships.
Oh yeah, just unlimited mages.
I would say severely limited after what happened.
Yeah, that's fair.
Strike while your enemy's weak, right, Newson?
Yep.
I'm not going to turn this into another 100 years of bloodshed.
Oh, I certainly hope not.
After all, I'm not my father's son. As he, like, very poignantly has decided he's not talking to these people, to him anymore. It's my exit line. Go, go, go!
As Elliot boards the ship, Brennan turns to the rest of you and goes, well, that deflated him pretty good, didn't it?
It sure did.
Couldn't let the whole Lord thing go to his head.
I'm happy someone else was seeing it.
Brennan just turns and looks at you like, how dare you butt into my conversation?
He just looks back and gives him a, I don't need your permission to butt into a conversation.
Ooh.
Some in-depth communication happening here with the eyebrows.
Yeah.
You watch Newson as very slowly runes begin to light up all along Brennan's body.
All right.
As I was saying,
Mm-hmm.
be careful wherever you're going.
We will be.
Aren't we always?
No.
It'd be a shame if I spent all that time training you so you could just go die in a fucking hole somewhere.
I don't plan on it. But also, like, you didn't really spend that much time training me.
Really? Felt like ages.
Okay, well, now that's just rude. You spent a lot more time leaving me on top of a mountain.
Well, you know, as you got faster, the training sessions felt shorter. Anyways, Lulin, I hope you like the galley. Just kind of sorted out everything that got a list from Brave Apple and Lady Dream Shadow and kind of filled the galley with everything we thought you'd need. There's a couple barrels of special ale in there for you.
Lulin's gone. He's
Elliot,
already on the
you're
ship.
like halfway up the gangplank to the ship when you hear steps thundering up behind you.
I'm very much imagining cartoon style Lulin there. Then Lulin is a collection of clouds in the shape of Lulin that slowly diffuses.
Yes.
You know, Karok did say that Brave Apple Ale was fairly good. I'll have to see if he's right about it. I
It's
haven't
not
had a lot
for
of
you.
food. Oh.
It's like the cobblestone is lifting up behind Lulin's hooves.
I think that'll be up to Lulin.
Mm-hmm.
People should be allowed to make their own choices.
Mm-hmm. I think it would be super beneficial if you would make the choice to go board the ship and let me have a moment alone with Newson right now.
All right, say no more. As, you know, he just starts walking his way over to the ship nonchalantly.
Everybody mute me but Newson.
Mm.
Snackies.
Favorite.
So what are your thoughts on Velkin's new dog? I guess his old one.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I was pretty suspicious of him as well, but...
Keep that feeling.
You really think he can't be trusted?
I don't know that he can't be trusted, but from the stories I heard about him, you know, before the world sealed, he was ruthless. Throw whoever it took under the bus in order to save his own life. Hell, if you believe some of the stories, he even burned his own family alive.
Wow. Honestly, I believe it from what I know of him, but I don't want to say too much because it could put you in danger just knowing some of the stuff that we know.
Also, I like how two of them deafened, so there's literally no way for me to tell them to come back.
We have to do the thumbs up, huh? I think that he has a good reason to be on our side. There's a lot that we learned pretty recently that...
The only thing he's on your side for is a reason. Let's hope he doesn't find a better one to go back.
Yeah. We can't be sure. But...
if worse comes to worse, use this on him. As he holds out what appears to be a small knife.
She'll take it. And this is...
if you manage to get him with it, it'll cut off all the power between him and his god, or whoever he draws it from. We used to use them to take out warlocks who were too powerful on their own.
Huh.
Stick a couple of those in them. Die as fast as anyone else.
Oh. Okay.
Unless, of course, you find a better place to put it.
Does it have limited uses?
It'll only work the once. Be careful with it.
Got it.
But have fun. I'll try and have this place bustling and hustling by the time you all get back.
Oh, I appreciate it. I think it'll put, you know, Elliot a bit more at ease, you know.
I finally have the opportunity to bring the discipline to this town that I thought it always sorely needed.
I'm sorry, you thought it needed more discipline than what you were doing previously?
I did. I could only enforce the rules before. As you almost hear like a giddy note in his voice, now I can make them.
Okay, don't make me regret siding with you on this.
He kind of looks over at you, Newson, And he says this with a happy tone, but you sense there's a lot of pain behind it. Well, we all have to regret some things.
Ugh. Look, I'm set up to regret a lot of things, but I'd rather not regret this one thing if you don't mind.
No, this place will be running smoothly by the time you get back.
Cool. I think it's pretty important to Elliot that the Warforged get, a good stable place to set up and survive.
Yeah. Maybe by the time you get back, he'll have it through his head that this is anything but its own kingdom. He doesn't have to use the name, of course, but I do think his brother sent him out here to do better.
Yeah?
After all, he did just give half of the fertile land outside of Soraya to his brother. Well,
After offering to make him king, no less.
Really strikes you as a if I have to be king, so do you type deal, doesn't it?
I agree. Elliot's really holding firm that it's not, but his brother basically forced it on him either way, so he just doesn't know it yet.
Alright, well, go stop the end of the world, kid.
Will do. You need many more years of fucking around, eh?
I have an infinite number of years of fucking around left in me. The only downside is now that idiot Elrond will be here for all of them.
Oh, yeah. Oh my god. You have no idea we're both gonna be stuck in it. It's just at least my immortal soul is stuck with it.
Well, I guess if I have to be stuck in their bullshit, so do you.
Yup.
Like master, like apprentice.
We all gotta be stuck with some bullshit.
Mm-hmm. Well, if I don't see you again anytime soon, good luck. I guess I'll know if you succeeded on if I wake up one morning and the world's ending or not.
Yeah. That pretty much does it.
All right.
Good luck running this place.
And I think that's the first time you've ever heard Brennan laugh, which should deeply concern you.
Especially because it was such an exasperated laugh.
This place will be great when you get back.
Right by whose standard?
He just walks away from you.
Yep, yeah, that's what I expected.
You hear him start yelling for people to form up for drills. All right.
Oh.
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up emoji. Emoji of thumbs up.
It's not working on my end.
It's working. I see it.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
We got all but
now everybody
Brandini.
thumbs up until Brandini return. Actually, it's 9:30. This could be a good place for our bio break.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see everyone in 5 minutes.
Yippee!
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
And we're back, everybody.
Hello.
And that's how I met your father.
You know, so true.
That is
honestly.
how we met. me.
And your other father. And your other father.
I want his father dead. I want his father dead. I want his brother dead.
Yeah, that's probably better than what I was going to say next. Thanks.
My name is Inigo Montoya. I killed your father. Prepare to die.
I killed your father.
Yeah, we should watch that again as a watch party.
Yeah,
Princess Bride.
Princess Bride is good.
I'm so
Yes.
down. I
So
need to make
good.
sure that when I'm designing the swamp for the West Marches, that I include some giant man-eating rats.
Oh, thank God.
You mean rats of unusual size?
I do mean rats of unusual size. But they
Yep.
don't exist.
Oh, of course not.
Or do they?
No, they don't.
Alright, you all board the Sparrow as it seems to almost, like, the minute you're aboard News, it seems to almost whir up and take off on its own.
Oh, well, would you look
As
at
you all
that?
feel it kind of lurch as you feel yourselves lifting into the air.
Gotta love autopilot.
Swear, a lot changes in 1,000 years.
As you say, you gotta love autopilot, Newson. You just hear a voice from further down the deck. Oh, I don't know that I would consider it autopilot.
Oh, sorry.
As you watch Ephraim like poke his head out from the inside of like a room.
You know, nobody introduced themselves and we just took
Wait,
off,
no.
so I just...
We can't take off yet. I haven't. Damn it!
You haven't what?
As we like drift. The bag's still empty. As he just like saunders towards the galley.
Look, you'll probably have an opportunity for more rocks.
I wanted water this time.
Oh.
So where are we
There
headed?
could
be water.
I mean,
You see that big mountain? Don't hit it.
which
Losing. Where are we headed?
The mountain. Yeah.
We're going to the mountain.
Oh,
Yeah.
a particular mountain in specific, or
Great. Excellent question. I mean, the mountains out that we're kind of on, she's gonna like pull out her hand-drawn map and sort of indicate what mountain. Does this kind of
drawn here in red?
God, how old was the vault you found whatever this thing was in? This is illegible.
Oh, it was so old. Yeah, it was crazy. But you know, I got like a really good look at it before we took it out into the elements and it got a little messed up. So
I thought you drew that.
No, yeah, I did.
Stick to your day job.
Wait, you have a day job? Thank God. I was so worried what you were going to do after all this wrapped up. Gosh.
Wait, you actually do have a day job? It's just like a saying where I'm
No.
from.
I
Oh.
don't.
To be
Never
fair,
mind.
you are royalty in your own right.
You are?
The ants?
Oh shit, I forgot about the ants.
Yeah.
Oh god, they're gonna be in shambles.
I think
I guess
they
we-
can manage. They're capable.
We did tell them to breed underneath of Elliot's house.
Oh my
In
God.
Zrea.
In Zrea, yeah.
What have you done?
That was your idea!
It
Why
was.
can't- Now we have to go get them after the
No.
whole weapon thing. But then we have to go
Yeah.
get them.
Yeah.
I have been instructed to not take any detours.
Who's instructing you?
I have been instructed to not tell you who instructed me to not take detours.
Who the hell's in charge here?
She was very firm about it.
Miss Dream Shadow.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
She said, and I quote, "Don't trust that Elliot. He's very easily distracted."
No, that's not true at all. Where'd Lulin go?
So anyway, we're aiming for this mountain right here. And she kind of points to in the Apud Mountains where
Yeah, he kind of like takes it and he like sets it down and he begins like looking off the side of the ship, Newson, and drawing what can only be described as a much more detailed version of your map.
Oh, thank God.
Like,
look,
just trying to like piece mountains together based on what you have and what he has.
If I could show you it's perfectly clear and obvious in my brain, but like I mean, no experienced hands.
Yeah,
there's a couple ways to do that, but I think that'd require us all to be asleep.
The mountain range looks a little bigger than what you have drawn here, so it might take some trial and error, but I think I can get us close. It'll be an hour or two.
I think that'll be worth it, honestly.
You should all get some rest. I'll land when I think we're close. You can get off and explore from there.
The middle of the day. We haven't done anything yet today, except for look for Elliot.
Well, you're getting ready to go do a bunch of hard work, right? You ever stretch?
Yeah. Well, I mean, we had a nice walk this morning. I guess I haven't really stretched. She kind of like puts her arms above her head and sort of like does that like 1-2 to the left, 1-2 to the right.
You feel your whole back pop.
Oh, whoa, okay. All right. Maybe I slept a little funky last night.
All right. Elliot, you ran off to go find Lulin, didn't you?
Yep.
You find Lulin in the galley. Lulin, are you just fangirling over the amount of stuff you have in here?
Lulin is already started a like 3-course lunch and is already like 2 like flagons deep. Lulin is rolling. Lulin is in his element.
Hello, elemental Lulin.
I'm not an element, I'm a chef.
Okay. Booze?
Lulin just pours him one, just slides it across the table.
Thanks. I'm gonna go look for ghosts.
Lulin, this
as he
was very
walks out the room with the mug.
Lulin, this was very obviously some rich guy's pleasure yacht because it has like an actual bar in the main galley.
Yeah. Lulin is absolutely.
I'm sorry, did you say you're going to look for ghosts?
Mm-hmm. That is definitely what Lulin or Elliot said as he walked away from Lulin.
Okay. Do we just
wouldn't the ghost be specific to the ship we were on?
Well, yeah, I'm not gonna meet the weapons ensign here. I'm gonna meet some other crew member who died in a horrendous way. I can't wait. As he finishes going out the door.
Alright, Lulin pours out a little bit onto the floor, continues cooking.
Alright. 2 hours later, after everyone has had a stellar lunch.
Forgot how much I missed food.
The airship begins to descend as you're all sitting there, like leaning back and just gorged on the first like actual fully cooked meal you've had since the bakery.
We're having pork chops, potatoes,
was not
some
lying.
kind of like orange drink.
You may be one of the best chefs I think I have ever had the pleasure of meeting, Lulin.
Lulin was just grinning into you, like ear to ear.
You have 1,000 years of competition, and yet you stand above them all.
Lula's just gonna shrug. Well, father was always off doing, well, bullshit things. Mother was always taking care of all the housework, and, well, I took after her cooking. So honestly, she's probably the one above me.
Caracas just smiles at that thought and just shakes his head before going back to just eating, having
As you're all eating, you see the air has gotten significantly colder since you left Apud. As you feel the like a light thump as the ship kind of lurches as it touches down. As you look out the windows, you see that you are in a valley on the side of a very large mountain that is blanketed in a light layer of snow. Are you guys getting off the ship?
Yeah, seems like the frosty cold awaits. Good thing Elliot's got his big fuzzy jacket still, with only a little bit of puke stank left on it.
We all know I've prestidigitated that puke stink away.
He's actually using prestidigitation
Dozens
to make it
of
smell
times.
good.
We love magical Febreze.
You can't. No one can smell it, but he keeps trying to use it to get rid of the smell.
Yeah.
It's the phantom smell.
He just knows it's still there, lingering, and the moment he stops, someone's gonna be like, "Does anyone else smell puke?"
Well, no, it's gone. He just it's the blood on the hands.
Yeah.
As you guys,
He can't.
What are you doing, dear?
Get
Washing
off,
my hands.
and you stand at the end of the gangplank. Ephraim walks over to the side of the ship, and he goes, "All right, so how long are you gonna be? Couple hours, couple days, couple weeks?"
I hope it doesn't take a couple weeks. Could take a couple days. No one has tried to get this before, as far as I know. So this will be kind of a new experience for all of us. We might blow through it. We might not. Elliot's got the ability to give you a call. I'd probably say a few days to be safer.
All right. Well, I'm gonna fly back to Apud and refuel, get the ship restocked, that kind of thing.
All right, sounds good.
Sleep in a real bed.
Yeah.
He wanders back, and the ship lurches and takes off as the gangplank recedes. And the four
I think
of
as
you
the party
are...
turns back around, Elliot is shoveling snow into this bag of holding.
I guess that is technically a liquid. Or it will be.
Nah, temperature doesn't change once it's in the bag. It's gonna be snow forever in there.
Oh.
Why are you shoveling snow into the bag of holding then?
Machine.
Instant avalanche?
I don't think it can...
avalanche, anyone?
Can it hold that much snow?
It only takes just enough to get everything else moving.
Oh, I see. You use a little bit of the snow on the side of the mountain to cause an avalanche.
Also, snow's real slippery.
I guess that's fair. I do believe we are going inside the mountain, though, so... I mean, I guess the slippery part will work. I don't know about the instant avalanche.
Sure.
Who knows? We might not even use it here. Might use it somewhere else.
All right, Newson, you're leading. Roll survival.
Oh, good.
Great. Well, as you're leading, there were tales of this... I believe he was an elven... a captain, perhaps. I think he was a captain. But he used to climb these mountains. His name was Kirk.
Captain Kirk, huh?
Yeah. Why was Captain Kirk climbing the mountain? I don't know. Why was Captain Kirk climbing the mountain?
Yeah.
Because it was there.
Sure.
Because bored men need things to conquer.
Roll history.
All right. I'm on it, boss. As soon as I find my window, there it is.
He was climbing the mountain because he was angry his rival Captain Picard climbed it first. Move on.
I rolled my survival.
You did. You lead everyone through the mountains, and you realize that the mountains that you saw on the map have definitely changed to the mountains now, but it's to be expected. The map was made over 1,000 years ago. There's bound to be some changes. As you make your way through the mountains, the sun begins to set, but you have the feeling that you're within a day of where you think you need to be.
Well, we're getting close. I think we're gonna have to dig a hole. Or make an igloo. Unless we want to walk through the night, I suppose.
Mm-mm.
I'm not a fan of traveling through the night. I vote we make an igloo. Shape water works on snow, so.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Hop to it then, I guess. As she like
Elliot
it.
is actively working.
Should I go ahead and start a bonfire?
Yeah, so long as it's far away from my
Igloo.
igloo.
Of course, as Karak, let me see the range on this. Looks about 60 feet away from where he's standing and far away from the igloo, and casts Create Bonfire. I have to put it somewhere, so I'm putting it there.
All right. Where did you end up putting it?
60 feet away, apparently.
60 feet away from the bonfire.
You lit Stifel on fire!
Stiffel's been on fire since the beginning of the stream.
It's been... Oh, well, you know what? Yeah, it has... that fire was there at the beginning of the stream.
Yeah, I think mine is actually off in the water near Unleves.
Those poor people.
Yeah, they've been...
I can't believe I did that. I can't believe Mean Karak destroyed a whole city.
Mm-hmm.
All bad things.
You know what? I'm just gonna leave it burning.
Yeah.
Jeez.
It's just a constant reminder.
All right. Are we keeping watch?
Yeah. Newsom, haphazardly helps pat down some snow on the igloo. It's gonna be a hell of an igloo. It's gotta fit 2 minotaurs in it.
You guys aren't sleeping. I'll make it bigger.
No, where I suggested the igloo.
The implication.
That's rude. Your Highness. Oh, wait, no, your Lordship. Excuse me.
Thank you. Respect.
Yeah.
I would suggest both of you get along if you want dinner.
He's the one that wanted us to sleep outside.
Oh, that's not the right one. I'll put in both. Why not?
While this is going on, because Create Bonfire is a concentration, Karak is going to be looking around for some more flammable materials, so that way when he's able to drop concentration, the fire can at least keep going or have some embers.
All right. Who's keeping first watch as you all kind of settle in? Or do you guys want to talk about stuff? You haven't had a lot of time to do that either.
I don't think there's anything immediate that Newsom wants to bring up, but she can keep first watch. And I'll just slap somebody awake when I'm done. Oh.
All right, roll me perception.
All right.
Yo.
An excellent perception. 24.
All right, Newson. In the middle of the night, from where you think the stone is about, you see that there is a large sheet of ice on the side of the mountain with almost an ethereal glow coming from within.
Does that make me think that's the direction we need to go in?
It does.
Cool.
Who are you waking up for watch next?
She's gonna wake up Elliot next. No, let's do Karak next, actually.
That was a personal attack. Carry on.
Look, you only need you need less rest than everyone, don't you? I thought don't half elves get you get half rest. So I'll let you get your full sleep, and then you could get woken up. She's gonna give Karak a little shake.
Karak is just gonna get up, look around. Oh, it's my watch.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, wasn't expecting to be the next one.
You know.
I appreciate the trust.
Yeah. No, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Don't make me regret it. She kind of gives him a pat on the shoulder.
I'll do my best. As Karak settles in, sort of pulls out his scythe as he, sits down, kind of looking into the reflection of it occasionally while, looking out.
She's gonna settle down and go to sleep.
All right, roll me a perception check, Karak.
Let's go.
It is a quiet night. Who are you waking up?
I think next up, Karak's probably going to wake up Lulin.
Sure shit ain't gonna be Elliot.
No, it could be Elliot if he wanted, but...
How are you?
Does Karak want to talk to Elliot, though?
No.
His Royal Highness needs his beauty sleep.
Technically, Elliot would be waking up at
their own terms.
Oh no, you're a half elf, not a full elf. You don't trance, nerd.
Yeah.
You sleep like the common folk.
Yep.
You
yeah,
sleep
Karak's
like the
gonna go ahead
bastard
and,
you are.
Damn.
But yeah, Karak is just gonna sort of nudge Lulin awake. The quiet night.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Go get some rest.
Appreciate it. As Karak goes and lays down and rests.
Roll me perception, Lulin.
Perceptifying. Oof.
Oh, it's getting worse.
It is a very quiet night. It's a good thing this igloo's so warm. You'd hate to be keeping watch outside. Alright, who are you waking up at the end?
It will absolutely. I think Lulu would put on a pot of tea before waking up Elliot.
Elliot is woken up by the smell of tea.
What are you making a pot of tea on? There's no fire in the igloo.
Yeah, the fire's away from the igloo.
I'll cast heat metal on a.
If only you had a scale that was permanently.
I have a hot plate. I have a hot plate. Fuck you.
You do be having the hot plate.
Sometimes I just gotta ask you questions to remind you what items you have.
Yeah.
Alright, Elliot, you awaken to the smell of tea.
Oh shit! It's morning. Perfect.
Oh, yeah, it's a.
God damn it, Lulin! It's still dark outside.
Yeah, but it's a cinnamon tea to fit the wintry vibes.
I forgive you, 1,000-fold.
Damn right you do.
Damn right I do.
It's still a quiet night. Nothing really happened.
Nothing. You didn't see anything out there.
No.
Okay.
Elliot, roll perception.
Right now or for the watch?
Right now.
great. That one.
There's just a hungry Allrod standing
That's
at the entrance.
Pegasus.
You don't notice. You don't notice shit.
I mean, Pegasus, the perception sticks. That's fine, and that one's that one.
How did it manage to get worse every time?
It nearly went by half too.
We're gonna keep that as your perception for watch now too. It's a very quiet night.
Oh,
Whoa. No.
That's your punishment for a critical failure.
No. The punishment for a critical failure was nothing's going on here.
All right.
Just because it wasn't interesting doesn't mean it's not a punishment.
Roll me.
Because he is sending Jeffries up.
Oh, okay. Roll me perception normally instead of an advantage then.
You got it. As soon as Jeffries reappears on my map. And also the game is unpaused.
We lose.
I guess I'll give you your companion.
I don't know how to drag Jeffries on. How do I drag?
I think you click
you
on
have to add it?
There's your Jeffries.
Thank you.
We lose.
Oh.
He actually rolled that. You see that 6? That he didn't roll a 6.
Actually a 16.
He actually rolled a 16, yeah.
Common mistake to miss the 1, you know?
Yeah, so that's a 21.
You see a couple miles away the same kind of glow coming from behind this large sheet of ice.
Cool.
Alright, and then the sun begins to come up. How do you wake everyone up? As you sip your tea.
Man's sipping his tea. They'll wake up when they wake up.
Roll me constitution checks. Would Elliot let them wake up, like, late in the day?
I think he would give it till, like, 10:30. You know, sun, a good 45 degrees.
So, Lulin, you wake up at about 9.
Yeah.
And Elliot's just sipping tea, the sun is up, and everyone else is still asleep.
Lil's just gonna do a big old stretch. Refill his tea. Oh, it's still good.
Good tea.
I agree. It needs some more. It needs something else, but that's not too bad.
Yeah.
Ain't no way Lulin's just sitting here and waiting with him.
Yeah, it's one of those mornings.
Alright,
Yeah.
well the other two of you wake up.
I like having the time.
Newson, you wake up at about 10:15.
I feel like it's not said, but I feel like Lulin and Elliot just need that like quietness.
Yeah.
We
He
both
likes-
understand.
She, like, squints as the sun is, like,
Now you would igloo.
blinding. Yeah, but, I mean, there's still, like,
An opening.
an open entrance.
Yeah, but the entrance ducks down. Igloos does not, well, I mean, I guess it doesn't matter that much.
Yeah, whatever.
You can tell the sun is up. It's not bright,
Do
though.
not make
Yeah.
me make the guy from the desert roll on his igloo design.
Yeah, so true.
Hey, he went camping.
In an igloo?
He went glamping at best, and you fucking know it.
I know.
Oh my god, Elliot's
Your
a glamper.
Your summer
Wow.
house in the Hamptons is not a camping trip.
Truer words
We
than never
ate
spoken.
s'mores outside.
And then went back to your king-size bed and slept soundly. Also,
God.
you didn't even make the fucking s'mores. You probably had a servant making them for you.
Well, yeah, getting too close to the fire is uncomfy. You don't want to smell weird.
That's the
Make you
real.
smell like a servant.
That's the real
Ugh.
reason he made Karak with the bonfire 60 feet away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Newson, you wake up. You see, like, it's very clearly daytime outside. You can see light, like, bouncing off the snow at the base of the igloo.
Ugh. Oh, god. Oh, I feel like I slept for a month, huh? What time is it?
Tea time, and Lilin hands you some tea.
Okay, I guess. She, like... Knocks it back so unceremoniously. No reverence for tea in this one.
Roll me a Constitution saving throw as you knock
I was
back
about to
scalding
say.
hot tea.
16.
That shit's fucking hot.
Especially because it's cinnamon tea.
Yep. She didn't know that.
I will let you make the decision. You can, like, spit it into the side of the igloo or wake Karak up by spitting scalding hot tea into his face.
I'm not gonna spit scalding hot tea on Karak. That's a nat 1 kind of behavior.
Would you spit it back at Elliot out of spite?
Why is it spicy?
Why did Elliot get involved here?
Because you didn't wake her up.
Well, she doesn't really know what's going on yet.
That's fair. What do you do when you drink this scalding hot tea?
Like, Looney Tunes style, like, knocks it back, pauses, and then immediately turns to the side, sputtering and coughing. Oh my god, what?
We'll say the sound of that wakes Karak up.
Okay.
Mr. Sunrise, bro.
No, that's not for me to do. I think I got one more in me. Because, Karak gets up. Ugh, what time is it?
It's tea time. Lewin, hand you tea.
Don't chug it, it hurts.
Yeah.
Says as she
It's
scoops.
almost like, you sip tea.
No. She moves out of the igloo.
Karak just sips it. Okay, definitely needed that. What we missed? Anything of note last night?
Other than the glowing ice shelf, I think nothing.
I didn't notice that.
She gets all the way outside to full-ass daytime, is like, how late is it?
Yeah, sun's, like, almost to the center of the sky.
At 10:30?
It's like halfway there.
Yeah, 45.
Yeah.
Oh, if that's the case...
It's late enough in the morning for Newson to be mad about it.
Yes.
If that's the case, Karak, tries to drink it the tea as fast as possible, because we're in a hurry, and that's already late.
Roll a con save.
Yep, let's roll that con save.
Yippee!
It hot!
It's spit takes all over the place today.
He's just gonna spit it to the side. Apologies.
The disrespect.
It's been a while since I've had tea.
The disrespect
Why
to
is
this good tea.
Everyone's spitting out the tea.
It is good, right?
It
Like,
is
like,
good.
it's
It's
good.
just hot.
It is 100% good.
It hasn't gone bad.
It is completely my fault. I forgot that drinks could be that hot.
Well, also, it's cinnamon. You don't really want to chug anything with cinnamon because you're just gonna start coughing, and
That's not what that was.
Yes.
Yes.
I will say the sip that I had was delicious. Oof. Maybe I'll try to remember for next time, but I'm not sure when that'll be.
While this conversation's happening inside, morning? Is Newson just yelling at the sky outside?
She's done her yelling, and now it's like there's a loud, the sound of, like, when you're a teenager and your parents wake up at, like, 6 a.m. and they think that you should have been up ages ago by, like, 8, and there's, like, banging and loud stepping and stuff like that. That's kind of the vibe. It's, like, loud snow crunching, hurried pacing, bag shuffling, grumbling.
Newson, like, rattling her bag to try and convince people it's time to go.
Yep.
Fine. As, like, Elliot stands up right where he is.
And the whole thing falls down.
Well, no, he was just... A door explodes out from next to him as he walks out of the igloo.
Thank you!
Is this what you wanted?
Yes.
Now there's a draft.
Yeah,
I see, like, looks back towards the igloo. Sorry, guys.
Rock like exits and it's like we really should have left earlier.
Why?
All right, Elliot.
Because we're sort of on a time crunch here, aren't we?
I think tea time was important.
Well, let's continue our tea on the go. It was nice to
can't.
sit and have it when we did.
I can't. I'm not going to fault the simple pleasures. People.
I am.
You're entitled to that, but I'm trying to be better.
Newson starts crunching her way towards the ice shelf, the glowing ice shelf that she spotted last night.
Rock is following behind them. Ugh.
I wonder if I can. Elliot like starts to run in their direction, does like a little jump, and then uses mold water to make like a little ice board that he tries to balance on as he slides their direction.
Roll acrobatics, Frozone.
I know, I was gonna say the same thing. I was like, motherfucker thinks he's Frozone.
I do, and I want that
also,
to be the case.
Also, it's a new day. Roll your new 2d20.
Bruh, I did.
They did. They got a 15 and a 3.
I'll tell you what. You are not Frozone. You go about 2 inches before the nose dips into the snow and you go straight over onto your face.
Wow.
Lulin behind you gets to watch. After a couple hours, and I'm assuming several more attempts at iceboarding.
Frozoning.
Yeah, each time it gets a little more elaborate with his shape water, which I accept may require Arcana, but
no, roll me an acrobatics check at advantage.
Because you know I'm going to pass the Arcana check.
Exactly. I have no doubt that you can make a board to slide on. I have every doubt that Elliot is capable of standing on the board while it does so. It's not great. It's functional. It's not great.
Yeah, I was going to say...
Lulin has to push you every once in a while when you lose momentum.
It's like
pushing a child on a sled.
When Karak and Newsom, when you reach this like wall of ice, you look back down the hill and see Elliot like balancing while Lulin just pushes him up the hill.
Arms out while Dad pushes the bike from behind.
And then you all arrive at this ice sheet that, from the looks of things, seems to be probably 10 to 20 feet thick.
Well, that's gonna be a problem.
Oh yeah, massive problem, as Elliot just starts like walking through it, shaping water, melting it as he goes.
Elliot, as you walk through and you use shape water on the ice, you are rebuffed backwards away from the cave.
Not so simple now, is it?
As you're watching, it almost seems like light forms within the ice as it forms a series of words in Minotaur. In shadows deep, a weapon so grand, answer right to take command, what power guides with gentle hand to wield this stone and save the land. And I will put that in chat for you guys.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out where the question was in that.
I didn't say it
What
wasn't.
was that question?
I assumed it was a riddle. Newson's just so... Oh.
Thanks, Owl.
Oh shit, that's me!
Why can't I read that?
It's funny because I can.
Lulin also can.
No, I cannot. Oh, there it is. I can now read it.
I guess giant
It's
owl
translated.
is a language.
I
Yeah.
guess it is. Because I don't speak giant owl.
You don't speak giant owl?
No, I don't speak giant owl.
Oh, actually, hang on. Boom, 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 boom. Now you're the noob. Oh shit.
That time I could read. It was translated partially for me.
There you go.
Yippee!
Yeah, Karak has no idea what this says. Link. He learned Elvish.
I feel like Nuzin and Lulin like exchange glances.
That's amazing. How do I do that? Oh, that's how. I just saw.
Stop it. No trash talking each other in the chat. Remember, chat can see the chat.
Well, they can't read it, so.
You're right.
Oh,
they can't
okay,
read
there
it.
we go. Yes, perfect. So we've got two trash talking in talking in Elven and two trash talking in
so
Minotaur.
cool.
I didn't even notice. Dave, thanks for the raid. Welcome in, Raiders.
Ugh.
All right. Yeah, so two of you are talking in Elvish, two of you are talking in Minotaur.
I actually couldn't see that from you, Elliot. I don't know what that says.
This guy stinks.
God, I gotta remember to
Oh, brother!
I gotta remember to enable this module on the West Marches game.
So we can speak in different languages to each other. I think it's a great idea. Anyway, now that we've lost the fucking
The plot.
Nuzin will read it aloud so that everybody can actually know what it is in character.
Bruh, who's speaking for me? Was that you? That was you, PT.
That was my response to you.
Whatever that response was.
All right. Well, you guys have the riddle.
What power guides with gentle hand to wield this stone and save the land?
Post it as text.
No.
Was it not posted earlier? I thought
Yeah, in a language I can't read.
Here,
Since you're re-speaking it in common, you can just copy-paste it to common.
Oh, well.
This is actually a really neat feature I didn't know existed.
It is cool.
There you go.
It's so nichely useful.
In shadows deep, a weapon so grand, answer right to take command. What power guides with a gentle hand to wield the stone and save the land?
Me?
Nothing happens.
It's gotta be like, like love.
As soon as you say love, the ice begins to like shatter and fall apart.
God, I'm good at this. She like
classic Minotaur riddle.
Listen.
Amazing.
A lot of things change in the Stormhorn family, but the direction in which neurons fire is not one of them.
Yep, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
As this massive cave mouth is open before you, and I think we're going to save that for next week.
Oh, okay.
Not much changes.
It's prepped, but I'm only going to leave you on a worse cliffhanger if I send you in there right now. So,
but
yeah.
That's fine.
You've killed her.
I will perish. I will perish. It's true.
Get got.
Oh my god, I forgot that I gave you all directional vision in here.
Oh, this will be fun.
This will be fun.
I can't wait for the CPU to actually... Oh no, it's going to be fine.
Yeah, your CPU better be fine, considering the build that you have now.
So true, bestie.
Mm-hmm.
All right, everybody. Thanks.
I can turn hardware acceleration off and not worry about it.
It's true.
Thanks for having fun. Thanks for hanging out with us. Everybody who raided, thanks for the raids. Sky and Dave. Flam, thanks for the 32 months.
Yippee!
Yippee!
Oh my god. That's
Bananas.
like a lot of months.
Thank you to all our players. We have the wonderful Lulin Bold Speaker played by.
It's me, Brando. I loved the absolute disrespect on my tea. I was so disappointed.
And then we have Elliot Burning Oak played by.
It's me, Isaac. I live in the 10th least violent state. Good job, me.
Born and raised.
Born and raised.
What's the least violent state?
Yeah, the 10th least violent. So, it's not amazing, but that's pretty good.
What is the least violent?
Oh, the least violent is Maine, by, a pretty large margin, it looks like.
Maine
I don't know what's going on in
chill.
Maine, but,
they got
we need more of that
lobster.
everywhere else. That's true. Lobster brings peace. That's why it costs $85 a pound at my local supermarket.
If you want to see how lobster brings peace, watch Campaign 2, where the actions of the lobster god will come full circle.
Yay! We love the lobster god.
We brought it back around. Let's go.
Then we have... oh, yeah. Continue.
No, you're good.
Nope. Say your favorite part. Think about the session.
Well... But you interrupted me, and now it's broken.
We'll fix it. You're an engineer.
Oh, no. My favorite session was, just
Your
the Lulin suit. Yep, total session. Lulin and Elliot quiet time.
They can't deal with Newson's bullshit without Lyra.
Then we have News and Worldwalker played by...
It's me, the Sky Tea. I had a lot of parts that I liked today. There were a lot of fun little... I always like arguing with Bathos, I'm not gonna lie. It's my favorite. This was the least hostile conversation we've ever had, though. Because we had a somewhat non-hostile conversation when we came back from the dead. And now it's we're still throwing insults, but neither of us really means them in the same way.
Don't worry, it shifted over.
Yeah, now he just doesn't like you.
Yeah.
Nobody likes Kara.
Mm-hmm.
And then last but least, we have Karakarim played by...
Hello, it's Dominion Link VT, and I'm not gonna lie, my favorite part was Karak getting to talk to all these people from his past and actually get to experience being in the body again.
Nice. All right, everybody. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for having fun with us for another episode of Bits, Crits, and Halfwits. We will be back next Monday with more. Probably won't be any streams till then because West Marches go hard. But
it do go hard.
If there are, it'll probably be tomorrow, and it will probably be me using a random wheel to figure out what items I'm going to put together to make magic items.
Yippee!
Because randomness is fun. Yeah. And I don't much care if people from the West Marches know what the items are, so all of y'all are welcome to come hang out anyways. Be sure to follow all of these wonderful people. Some of them stream, and some of them are Brando and Elliot.
So true.
But everybody, I'm going to send you off to Glitchrune playing some game development. What? I spelled the name wrong. Oh, doggo. I spelled the name wrong.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Use what Sky put in, because Sky always remembers the raid message, and I do not.
I got you.
The tour is arriving, or you can use our all-new emote, the hell yeah emote.
Oh, so true. True.
All right.
For a character that nobody knows, except for people that play in the West Marches.
But it's still such a good emote. It's just a gnome saying hell yeah.
Yeah, it's not very legible, in emote form unless you gigantify it, but it's fine. It's fine.
It's okay.
I didn't make it with the intention of it being used as a Twitch emote, so I did not make the text bigger.
And that's fine, because I wanted it anyways, because I think it's funny, and at the end of the day, that's what the stream is about, is my own
Fair enough.
entertainment.
I'm so glad that I paid for BCH emotes.
You did. It was a great gift. We love them.
Yeah.
But also, hell yeah. Listen, chat. I'm going to say this one time on the record. The character that the hell yeah emote is based off of is the only gnome I like.